This is a Love Life Horoscope tarot reading for Aries from January 30th to February 13th, 2022. Let's get to it. What do we got going on for you and your love interest? Ooh, the moon. Mystery. Ooh, the devil. And the judgment. There's a lot of fifth dimensional energy going on in this connection right now. It's the way you're feeling this connection. It's like something is calling you to step out of the confines that you're in. But for this person, they are mysterious. Like they are in this energy of being very seduced towards you without knowing why. It's like they don't understand what's calling them towards you. And for you, it's like you're being called to take some sort of decision, to take some sort of stand. It's like there's this change happening for you. In what you're seeing around you, you're seeing signs. You're being called to do something here. But they're being very seduced into your energy. Let's clarify this devil. For them, yearning. For you, power. It's this they can't make sense of this. There's something very unknown to them about this connection. They're so seduced towards you. Something here. Let's clarify what you're being asked to do. Like you have to make some sort of decision here. Some sort of power play. What is this? The Four of Cups. The Fool. And the Ten of Cups. You have this vision. It's kind of like the spirits are speaking to you through your vision of what you want. It's kind of like you know what you want out of life. You have this fantasy about what would make you happy. The Ten of Cups. It's taking some sort of leap of faith, knowing that you will have this. It's something that you cannot escape here. If you try fighting this, it's going to be very hard. That there's no way of escaping this fantasy that is making you act in a way that you would not like to act if your feet were on the ground. You know, it's that kind of energy. You're being pulled towards this. It's like somehow this person, they're unsatisfied. Their cups aren't filled in the situation that they're in. You're being pulled towards this person and they're being pulled towards you. Let's clarify the situation that they're in. It's Four of Cups. Materialism for you. Conversation. There's some sort of conversation that will reveal what they may not be as secure with their finances. It seems like materialism, something about their material environment is creating a situation of stagnation, of not being happy, but not being able to leave that environment. So you're being asked to take a leap of faith and have a conversation with this person. It's like you're being asked, they're really on your mind. What should you say to this person? Let's ask that. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. And the Hierophant. Ooh, I see where your confines are now. You don't want to jump into anything, but you're being led to jump in to this connection. That's what's leading you. It's kind of like not something that you would feel good, like it doesn't feel natural to you, right? But it's kind of like your circumstances, the signs you're seeing around you, they're leading you to take a jump into a commitment here. Something that your past has taught you not to do, right? But with that, the conversation you have is that you want this commitment despite knowing that you wanting it this quickly is not the wise action. You're confessing about your past here. And with that, it's kind of like what little they have, it's kind of like this blessing for them. For them, it comes in as like this saving grace, something that saves them from their environment. I'm getting the sense that they were put in a situation of lacking because they needed you to be. It kind of opened up a way for you to come towards them. So there's so much fifth dimensional energy at play here, but it's clearly time for you to commit. And they'll receive that very happily. Let's clarify this Hierophant. Actually, no, let's clarify the Nine of Wands, because this is how you're leading into this. For them, kindliness. For you, economy. Yeah, it's kind of like you don't want to be this kind, right? You don't feel it's natural in a sense. But you're being directed by a higher source to get you through your barriers, right? So it's kind of like you're making your way through your own boundaries. Something that you don't feel. It's by doing this, by being this kind, you're making yourself vulnerable, because it reveals that you want a commitment, right? That it's not just, oh, let's get to know each other. It's like this form of kindliness, whatever you're saying to them, you're committing to them in a sense. You're letting them know that you are ready for a commitment. It's a huge blessing for them. It opens up this new portal, because where they are, they're in a place of lack. But the lack that they're in is being influenced by fifth dimensional sources. So there's nothing that, even if they try working harder, it's still not going to change their situation, because it's fifth dimensional energy that's separating them from having substance. However, you're the one that can make this happily ever after happen for you. What will this person, how will they respond? Let's ask that. Four of Swords, healing, Temperance, and the Four of Wands. You're meeting in the middle. You're clearly going to be meeting in the middle. More fifth dimensional energy, major arcana, Temperance. Temperance is a soulmate indicator. So it's a very beautiful meeting. For them, it's this energy of finally healing is taking place. Like they can, this portal is opening up for them. It's like finally that they can breathe again. Like this healing. They can rest their mind. And for you, 1111, this is a twin flame indicator. That this is a coming together. I feel that you may be inviting them, in a sense, to your kingdom. It's the celebration. it's very happy energy for you because it's mirroring. Like you, what you put into this is mirrored back to you. Like both your cups are sharing the same energy, right? Let's clarify this 1111 card for you. Actually, let's clarify the Temperance because you're both meeting in the middle. Conflicts for them, for you, vanity. So it's kind of like this healing for them is taking place. There are conflicts. You're going to be made aware of those conflicts, but you bring healing to them. For you, it's kind of like a pretentious display to get affection. That's kind of where you're coming from. You're both meeting here, right? You're coming together. But it's kind of like they're coming from a place of being conflicted. You're coming from a place of vanity. Like the reason you have these boundaries and the reason you don't like whatever happened to you in the past, you've learned your lesson. You know it's not wise to charge into a connection because it doesn't come off as pure. It doesn't. It's like a pretentious display here, right? It's like this inflated pride in your looks or in what you have to offer. Like that's how you're feeling coming into this. The way they're coming in is feeling very conflicted because they know that they're coming from a very weak place. But what comes out of this is healing for them and mirroring for you. It's kind of like what you want from somebody is mirrored back to you because what you're able to put in is given back. But the way you're meeting, you know how people get apprehensive when there is a meeting because you are meeting. Like you are in the physical, you're talking, it may be on the phone if, there's distance in place, but there is communication in the material world. It comes from fifth dimensional energy at the start. We saw all fifth dimensional energy to you guys meeting, but that apprehension when you're like, your brain starts thinking of excuses why you shouldn't talk to someone or why you're not ready for this meeting. You're coming into that meeting feeling very vain. Like it's kind of like, this person will think I'm vain. And they're coming into this meeting thinking, you're going to think that they've got too much conflict in their life. But their conflict is a result of a door needing to be opened to you. Otherwise, if there was no conflict, this meeting may not be taking place. So everything is happening here through the fifth dimensional energy. It's bringing you both together. In the extended, we'll look into the extended are all random generated questions by the computer. We'll look into what boundaries do you need to maintain with this love interest to stay true to yourself. Yeah, because you do have boundaries. So you are still in that energy of wanting to maintain some boundaries. Maybe we'll look into that. We'll ask, what are the new opportunities opening up for you at this time? Clearly, there's an opportunity to advance towards them. We'll ask, how can you prepare for the arrival of the love interest? I feel they're coming to you here. And we'll ask, what's the significance for you having this connection with this love interest? Perfect, because fifth dimensional energy is crazy in this. So there is some significance that is beyond our knowledge. Fifth dimensional. All right, thank you so much for watching. The link for the extended is down below. Much love.